And then we have got to persuade the American people, and especially the American Congress, that they have to do something about it.
Oh, this is pretty cool. This is ex Minister of Defense for Paul Heller for Canada, and he's talking about all the different UFOs, and he actually had to deal with it because he was the Minister of Defense, and he says they're real, and he says that he had friends that were higher up in the government that worked directly with this stuff because they couldn't tell him things because they were like even in more, it was more top secret. But he's saying like also we're in Congress because they're financing the wars that are being created by our leaders, the wars, because they have to keep us in war to get the one world order. A lot of you know about how that works, right? It's they create the chaos and they got to come in as the saviors of the chaos. So as long as there's an enemy, they appear to be the heroes. It's like if I hire someone to attack you and your woman, and then I come in and I beat the guy up, but it's all staged, and then you thank me for it. They're doing that over and over and over. But here's the thing. He's talking about aliens and that they're living here among us. Then he says war in the Congress. A lot of people don't want to think that the Congress has been replaced by reptilian humanoid hybrids, because if you could accept that they're here with us, and I know they are for sure, you have to think about this. They've been here for 70 years in massive amounts. And you're going to take over the Congress right away because you want to have the power, and the power is in America. America is like the muscle. See, the head, the brain is reptilian hybrids and Lucifer, and the muscle is the most powerful nation on the earth, which is America. Now, while they're using us to mold their sculpture, our muscle, we're molding it into the shape they want it to be. They're also breaking us. They're taking all the money out and using all the money on black programs and war, and all the people financing the wars and stuff are getting richer and richer. The people that are behind everything, they also create all the bullets and all the ammunition, and then they're using the black programs to try and get people like us that are smart about how this stuff works. With the gang stalking, the secret policing, because they're afraid that we're going to wake everybody up and stop them before they could create their one world order. So it's all like if they can break our will. It's really the gang stalking part's ridiculous, because you can't. If you were to go around after everybody that doesn't trust this government, you would need at least 1 billion people, because I guarantee you there's at least 100 million Americans or more that know this government is corrupt. Now the powers go, we the people. There's 3 powers in America. We the people, you got the president, and then you got the Congress. I think that's how it works, right? And there's separations of power. One of them is never supposed to overpower the other. It's built that way to equal out. So we don't overpower the president. President doesn't overpower us. But it hasn't been that way in a long time. We the people is actually the biggest. We're the biggest, but we always had the least to say. We always hire someone to say it for us. We have the Senate that represents us, and the you know how that works, the mayor, and then it goes on up, and they're supposed to be the voice for the people. But we the people, we're supposed to be a part of the power, and they got rid of us, and the Congress has been infiltrated by reptilian hybrids. All you have is the president. So, and then the president, I don't know about Trump. I think Trump's good. I don't know. He said some amazing things that woke a lot of people up during the election. A lot of people that were asleep, they couldn't believe the stuff he was saying. It was like, what? Our government's Luciferians? What? But so we would have to reach the people. And there's a lot of people behind, that I could just sit back here and do nothing. That's probably what I'm just going to basically do, because there's already enough people that are awake and that are involved in this, So what's going to happen is going to happen. This really, we can do a little to try and shift it, but really, one person can't do too much. Doesn't mean you shouldn't try though. But I mean, it would take a miracle for God to choose someone, and it all goes back to morals. I mean, as long as America is turning their back on God, I don't care how moral. I don't care if you're a Gandhi. You're not going to do anything because this is all biblical. When a nation turns their back on God, God always removes the hedge of protection. I might be a powerful Christian by myself, but I'm not going to sway a bunch of sinners. People are selfish in America. I hate to say it. Our own people are some of the worst people. While we're bombing other countries, they're just going about their day with their lattes. It's like, what's wrong with you people, man? We're murdering. America's murdering all kinds of innocent people. And it's the criminals are the people at the top of America. I mean, I would have rounded them up a long time ago and put them in prison. They're murdering all kinds of innocent people. I mean, man, in the 60s they used to protest the war. We had even our ancestors that are like 60, 70 years old were stronger than this generation. We just kind of accepted it. War, we're killing so many people, and then now you got a secret police rising up. Oh, you ain't gonna have that. That can't fly. I mean, that is not gonna fly. That's gonna cause a civil war. There's gonna be guns going off, and it's just gonna cause. And they want to put up checkpoints. They want that to go that way, but it might backfire too because we're gonna say, well, let's see who started this shit. So we, the people, say no. You're not gonna put checkpoints up. Actually, we're gonna take you out of office and lock your ass up. That's the way it can also go that way too. If the propaganda doesn't sway with the majority of we the people, they're gonna have a leg to stand on. And it's not, the trust is down. And it works both ways. They want to use all this chaos to come in as saviors. It also helps a lot of us come in as the saviors. Because when there's chaos, we can grab the football and take off running with that thing. You know what I mean?